What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Borderlands 1 Game of the Year Edition guide and tips for some new players. Obviously, we are on the Nintendo Switch here, as I just showed. So, I am a level 69 Mordecai, and I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for your first playthrough as well as your second playthrough, and just a couple of farms that you can do in-game, as well as some things I've picked up along my playthrough here. So, let's start with just what's happening here. So we have Mordecai. For playthrough 1, I did entirely pistol only. I used a couple of random pistols I wound up with. I don't think I had many. I don't think I had any legendaries in my first playthrough. I might have had an equalizer, but I used the Mad Jack full auto pistol. It was very cool, actually. Very, very quick fire rate. Very good. So when I finished playthrough 1, I was probably at about 30 on proficiency. And then for the entirety of playthrough 2, I used snipers. Obviously, you can see I used a bit of shotguns, rockets, and SMGs, whatever, somewhere throughout my playthrough, probably when I was out of ammo and doing something stupid. So playthrough 2, I probably ended with like a 30-something sniper proficiency. So then I swapped back to pistols and farmed to level 69, which also got me through level 50 on proficiencies, for pistol proficiency. And then I went through 2 DLCs, which was the the General Knox Armory, as well as the Claptrap Robot Revolution with snipers. And I got through that, and I got to sniper level proficiency 50. And then I used repeater pistols to get through Dr. Ned, and I've been working on Mad Moxie as well. So this is some of the gear that I have at the moment. This is my sniper mod. I have a gunslinger mod as well. I have some pretty cool gear. So I'm gonna just briefly show you guys. This is my build here. So the first thing I did, because I was playing pistols for the first playthrough, is I went down this tree and I started with Gun Crazy. And before I got Deadly, I got Righteous Remedy, and then I got a class mod that buffed Deadly. So I put 1 point into Deadly and then put 4 into Hair Trigger and then maxed out Relentless. And then I think I started somewhere in the middle here. I was working down the rogue tree. And then in the second playthrough, I reset my skill points. I went down this tree as well as this tree. So I had both capstones, Relentless and Trespass. And then as I leveled up, while I was farming levels, I went down this third tree. So that's basically the way that I did that. Trespass is great. Relentless is great. Righteous Remedy is good. Out for Blood is good. Killer's great. Focus and Deadly are important. So there's some good perks there. I did a couple of XP challenges. So like I had said in a previous video, playthrough 1, I did all side quests. For playthrough 1, I did every side quest in the base game. I didn't touch any DLCs, but I finished the base game. Playthrough 2, I clearly have not done all of the side quests. Lamau. So, especially if you're on a Mordecai, Mordecai is the only character I've really, delved into in Borderlands 1. But with Trespass, you can farm Guardians very easily at Iridian Promontory. And you can just kill them so easily. Even, I was using level 50 guns when they were level 69, because once you beat the final boss on playthrough 2, things begin to scale to your level. So once you've beaten the final boss, you can come here and farm these Guardians to get levels. And this can also be used for your proficiencies if you need levels for proficiencies. See just how easily I'm killing things? It works really well. You can do this pretty mindlessly. There's some red chests along the way where you can get some nice loot as well. So basically what I did is once I beat the game, I farmed. I'll show you. I'll show you exactly the order of what I did. So playthrough 1, I used anything I got. I did all the side quests. I was always 1 or 2 levels above whatever I was going into. I didn't have too many troubles with anything. It was pretty smooth playthrough 1. And then playthrough 2, I went through. I was a little over leveled. I had relatively okay gear, and I went through, and I'm trying to remember. I don't think I farmed this. I farmed this like 5 times before going into playthrough 2. I farmed the playthrough 1 boxes, so I got some gear going into playthrough 2, which definitely helped at the beginning. And then I started getting some better stuff. So I do suggest doing that. So I'll show you how to farm this. You can also get one of the 6 gearbox legendaries right there. That'll always be on level, so you can always go back to playthrough 1 and farm one of those if you were so inclined. So the way that you would farm this is you'd open the chests, then you're just going to go, for me it's the Underdome because it loads quickly, but you can go to any of the 4 DLC areas. You're going to go here, you're going to save and quit once you like load in. Oh, actually you can also check this every time before you save and quit because that can have a legendary as well. So save and quit, and then you're going to relog directly into the Underdome by just spamming A, right? You'll just load in, and then you'll be able to farm those chests at the vault. So you'll just fast travel back to the vault, open all the chests, you can grab them, you can sell them at any of the vendors at the Underdome, you can buy anything from the Underdome. I have a ton of money from doing this. See, like, I'll just check. There could be a legendary here, there's not, but there could be. So then you just go to the vault, and you can reopen those chests. You could get upgrades, you can get stuff, and this is very easy to do. So I would do this once you beat playthrough 2. I would get some pretty good weapons. If you're not Mordecai, I guess you'd want a very good shock, high damaging shock weapon, so you can take out the Guardians and farm XP back over there. So yeah, I would do this. You farm up some stuff. You can also get artifacts, high level artifacts, which is pretty important. So that's the farm here. So then if I wanted to continue farm, because if I saved and quit here, the chest wouldn't be here. But, ooh, damn, okay. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, if you did save and quit here, that's fine. You don't lose out on the farm. You can still just go to a DLC area, any of the 4 DLC areas, save, quit, and then when you log back in, you can fast travel over to the vault. So then for XP farming, obviously you just go through Iridian Promontory. Yeah, so once again, obviously, so right now if I were to save and quit, I would not be able to farm the vault. But saving and quitting in any of the DLC areas, I can farm the vault. So again, this is where you go to farm XP. You can do this on any character, same thing with the vault. Now I'm just going to briefly show you a couple of other farms. So there's 2 very, very good farms. So one is a quicker farm that is going to give you a couple less things, while the other is a slower farm that will give you a ton of shit. So we'll talk about the quicker one first. So what you want to do is you want to beat Claptrap's New Robot Revolution. It's not that long. I want to say it took me 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. It wasn't that hard. I mainly only used a shock pistol, a shock repeater, and my corrosive defiler. And I think I used an equalizer for regen, because this one, oh, where's my shock? There's my shock. This has regen, and this is what I used, and I used this, which doesn't have regen, but I had an equalizer somewhere in my loadout so I could swap to it and regain ammo for that, which is very, very nice. So once you've beaten this DLC, you talk to the dude, you get your skill point SDU. I think his name is Mr. Byrne or something. I'll show you who it is, but it's the guy down here. So if you just follow this path, you will talk to the guy. And then this is infinitely farmable. There's nothing that can fuck this up. You just beat the story, and then you can farm it very, very easily. So you go up here. So this is the guy I was talking about. I don't know. Yeah, he's still there. Okay, good. I don't know his name. That guy. You beat the final mission from him. It's the story mission. Then you go over here. You do the thing. You'll have a side quest or a main story quest, whatever it is, to go down here and open all these chests. You can still hand that in and still be able to farm this. There's that gun box. There's that gun shop, as well as another gun shop I'll show you before we save quit, that can drop legendaries and are worth checking. So this, you've got a good amount of chests down here that you can check. I generally get 1 to 2 legendaries per farm of this. See, there's one right there. Caustic Thanatos. I'll probably grab that in a second, just in case. One thing I did notice is farming the vault chests, I seemed to mainly get snipers and pistols, which I found interesting because this character is sniper pistol. I also did find some shotguns, but I do think that the vault farm is a little bit more reliant on your class. So I'd imagine, damn, we got 4. I'd imagine if you were playing Lilith, you'd probably find a couple more SMGs than I did from the vault. But here you can find anything. I'd imagine you can find anything at the vault as well. It just seemed a little bit more common to be snipers and pistols anyway. Obviously we just found a combat rifle. So I will just show you the other gun shop up the stairs here, so you could check that one first, and then when you come down here you would just be able to save and quit as soon as you opened all the chests. So once again, you can sell stuff at that vendor if you wanted to. Let's go over here. So this is the other gun shop, so you could hit this one before you go down the stairs there. This could sell you something. And then you would just save quit. You would respawn at Tataris Station. Then you could run back over there, run down those stairs, and those chests would be there again. I'm not going to show that right now, but just believe me when I say that. And then the last one is a longer farm. It takes longer to get to the location, but it is a more lucrative farm. So there will be a ton of loot in... There's so many chests, and you can also get pearls from this in General Knox, the General Knox Armory. So what you do is you beat the main game. You can farm it, not really. You can't really farm it then, because you kind of have to, like, open the thing in order to go downstairs and, like, reset and save and quit. But sadly, every time you save and quit, you will have to go all the way back to the armory, kill Knox, go in the basement, do the little glitch, and do the thing. I will show that in another video, but just so you know, that does work on the Switch, and you can do that if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I will be showing that off in a later video. But what you do want to do is you're going to beat the main game. You can hand in that quest. You're going to get another side quest where you have to kill a certain amount of the... what are they called? Not bandits. The fucking... Oh. A certain amount of the, damn, dude. The Crimson the Lance. You have to kill a certain amount of the Lance enemies. It'll be like Pyro Lance, whatever. You have that side quest, you do that from Marcus, you hand that in, and then you get Super Marcus Sweep. So as long as you don't get any of those checked off, as long as none of those say 1 out of 1, you can continue to farm that by going through the little glitch where you, like, sit by the thing, you crouch, and then you hit under. I will show you what I'm talking about in a later video, or in a stream, and I'll highlight it on as a video. So that is just about it for this guide here. I'll quickly show my options that I have set up. So for controller, I have stick sensitivity at a 7, motion sensitivity at a 9 for when I was using it. Field of view I have at a 90 now, but you can definitely put that up if you wanted to. Video, right, audio doesn't really matter. I have subtitles on. And then for game options, it's pretty up to you. This game is pretty light on the options. So one thing I actually did notice, I remember why now I have it at 90 field of view. I was playing at the beginning, I was playing with 120 field of view, and something just doesn't look right. Like when you turn, it seems to hurt my eyes. So that's why I turned off 120. You could definitely get away with a little higher than 90. Like, let's see, we'll try 100, see how that looks. 100 works, and it's nice to have a little bit more field of view. But I did play through everything at 90. But you could definitely get away with higher field of view. Alright, thank you very much for